Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Elise and this is Elise's Feast. If you want to watch me make this delicious homemade vegan mac and cheese, then keep on watching. Our base comes from zucchini. I got the inspiration from a video made by Lauren Toyota of Hot for Food. I'll link her video down below. We're also gonna be using celery, carrot, onion, and garlic. And I'm gonna be using vegan butter. You can use coconut oil, white mellow miso. You wanna use the white miso specifically because it has a mild and cheesy flavor. And then I also have some vegetable stock, some unsweetened non-dairy milk. I'm using homemade almond milk for this. Some apple cider vinegar for a little bit of tang, as well as some tofu to give it some body and some extra protein. I'm using medium firm. I also have some vegan parmesan that I made ahead of time, and I'll link the recipe that I use down below. Granulated onion and garlic powder, as well as some turmeric and some white pepper. We're gonna get started and we're moved over to the stove right now. I peeled my zucchini, otherwise your sauce is gonna have kind of a greenish color. So the heat is gonna be on medium low, and we're just gonna melt our vegan butter. I'm gonna start out with the onions. So we're just sauteing the onions until they get soft and translucent. And this will take about 3 minutes. Fill up a pot of water, have a large pot right here. I'm just gonna add a good amount of salt. So once your water is boiling, you're gonna add in your macaroni and then you'll let it cook according to the package direction. Okay, so once the onions have been cooking for a little, we're gonna add in our garlic. I'm using a clove of garlic. Now I'm gonna add in the celery, as well as the carrots. Make sure to check the description box down below for the full recipe where I give all the measurements. So right now we have our macaroni boiling, our veggies softening up, and you can do this together. Just make sure you have your timer set and be ready to grab your pasta as soon as it's done. We're gonna add in our zucchini, and I just chopped it relatively small. I'm gonna try it to make sure it's cooked. Okay, it's perfect. Make sure your heat's off when you put your pan back on. We're gonna use this big pot again. Now the zucchini will take a little bit of time. I want it to be like on the verge of falling apart. Once I add it back in, I'm gonna add in a little bit more of our vegan butter. I'm throwing in probably another tablespoon. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour in our vegetable stock, just to make sure this all kind of like steams together. We're back over at our blender and we're gonna add all of our veggies. Do this without dropping anything. I'm not left-handed, so this is quite a challenge for me. Ooh. We're gonna add all of our other ingredients. So I'm gonna add my tofu, 3 tablespoons of that vegan parmesan, our miso. We're gonna add our seasonings. We've got garlic and onion powder, the white pepper. I'm gonna add some turmeric powder for color. Our liquids, this is the apple cider vinegar, and then the almond milk or non-dairy milk. You might need to add more liquid if it's not blending very well, but you do want the sauce to be pretty thick. So I went up to about a 7 on the Vitamix. Okay, so it's pretty yellow. I'm gonna try it to make sure that it tastes okay. So this is what the sauce should look like. It's pretty thick, but it's not like a paste. It's definitely pourable. So now we're just gonna do final assembly. I have my macaroni right here. It's still warm. Add in our sauce, and I tasted it and it tastes great. The amount of sauce that I made is good for a whole package of elbow macaroni, which I used a pound. If you're trying to prep this maybe for the week, you can make an even larger batch and undercook the pasta a little and reheat it. It doesn't get all mushy. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more vegan Parmesan. So look at our creamy, delicious mac and cheese. Ooh, it looks so good. A little bit of chives. Here it is, our finished mac and cheese. I'm gonna serve it up and try it so you guys can know what it tastes like. It's so good. It's so creamy. You would never think that the base is mostly vegetables. The zucchini and the tofu and the nondairy milk really gives it like a creamy, luscious texture. And it's pretty mild. It's not too cheesy, but the vegan parm really adds like a hint of cheesiness to it. If you wanna see some awesome pictures of this dish that I just made, then check out my Instagram over at Elise's Feast. If you want to see me make more delicious vegan food just like this, then hit the subscribe button down below.